beloved character you can't stand. Not my choice, just the framing of the r/EastEnders original poster. Who phrased this question? Let's see what it is, because I'll make a joke, right? I'll make a fucking joke. It feels like every 2 days the r/EastEnders subreddit gets bored. And it goes from like, I think the show's in a bad place right now, to which character do you fucking hate? Which character would you like to fall onto a fucking whole box full of Lego bare feet? Like, fucking, what? It's just...
Which EastEnders character do you want to throw in lava? Which EastEnders character do you want to throw in nettles and then shove a spike right between their eyes?
Like,
Jesus Christ.
It's like, what the fuck, guys? People not at least... Look, you know me, I'm a bit... I was a bit negative for a while, but fundamentally I'm quite positive. But fucking... The subreddit's unreasonable sometimes. It's like, which character do you fucking hate? Well, when was the show better? Why is the show so shit? Which actors can't fucking act? Like, fucking hell, lads. Do you want to calm down? Do you want to fucking calm down? Please.
But thanks for the content.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the content. But yeah, which beloved character you cannot stand? For a long time for me, this was Stacey. Stacey from that, like... Stacey from the time of like 2018 onwards till this previous year where I thought they made the character a lot more interesting. Like during that whole time where she had the really strained relationship with Martin, she then had the feud with Ruby, she had the fucking thing where on maternity leave, like Ben made her leave the fucking square for a while. And then she had the big feud with Ruby, which I didn't like because I was a Martin fan and I liked Ruby. And it was only really till this last year where I actually kind of had that... I had that realization that I do actually like Stacey quite a lot, and she's actually really good at what she does. Do you have any like long-term characters that you don't like? David Wicks?
David Wicks, but say with me, lads, the Piggy special. Fat Boy.
Yeah, Fat Boy.
Just because of that Stan account. It always buckles me.
He didn't have a lot of fans, but he did have a lot of them.
He wasn't beloved by everyone, but he was beloved.
Look, we record a lot of videos. That video still buckles me to this day with how fucking, like, it was just, like, look, you like the character, fair enough. I've obsessed about characters before. But fuck me, the level of delusion was quite impressive. Where it's like, look, I'm not saying that I'm a favourite character, but I do know that he was a lot of other people's favourite character. Like, fuck's sake. You're making that up. It's on your own scale.
Because to me, it's like the Kanye like stuff where people would always go, so why is anti-Semitic? He did write Graduation. So, like, I know he's a killer, but O.J. Simpson was a great quarterback. Not loved by everyone, but he was a great quarterback. It's that kind of thing that always buckles me. It's like when you get like a person that's like who's not a good person, just go, was a serial killer, but was beloved by some. Not everyone, but by some.
Ted Bundy was a serial killer. Great choice of S&M gear. It's like, fucking hell, like, come on.
And great for Netflix because they made a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, it is that. It's just that because they've teased that Fat Boy's still alive, they keep leaving out like the tiniest bit of bread for like the birds, and then there's suddenly, and then like you know before this bread was out, before this indie stuff, there was like a little like fucking sparrow just having a munch. But since they did that appearance, the fucking Fat Boy stands are like the fucking seagulls, like blah blah blah. It's fucking Fat Boy here, boys. Blah blah. It's like, oh, fuck off. All right, not even near the coast. There's no beaches anywhere. Fuck off. You're fucking shit. It's one bit of bread. You fat bastard. Steal some chips. Fuck you. That's how. Sorry, just unearthed some deep hatred for some seagulls there. But that's how the Fat Boy Stands account felt. Because they gave this nice little tiny bit of like fan service, like, oh, it's Fat Boy. And then it's like, yeah, but he's alive though, isn't he? Isn't it so tragic how he died? And it's like, you got an appearance. Look, I like one random character from 2003 EastEnders called Stalker Sarah Kent. She's never been mentioned again. I'm not saying like, can't bring her back. She's a great character, bring her back. It's over. It's over. It's time to go home. The lights are out. It's 6 a.m. You've drank 7 beers and 4 tequilas. Go home. Fat Boy accounts.
What's the song? Closing Times? Just
yes.
playing. They're just standing outside Chris Calenso's office, banging on the door, and Closing Times playing with the band, just banging on the fucking door.
And with all that said, I don't actually mind Fat Boy. He is actually quite sympathetic, honestly. He's actually quite likeable. There we are. That's a clip. There we are. Fucking churning it out for you, mate.
It's just been when people have a beloved character. It's like how I'm turned away from Eve and Suki, but I don't mind Suki because of the fandom where they're like, oh, look at the way Heather hugs Suki. Or not Suki. Look at the way Eve hugs Suki. Isn't it so adorable? It's like 2 puppies kissing, and it's like, I don't care. Get a life. Get a fucking life. And so that's why I turn away from some of the most iconic characters. Because yes, some people might be turned away from me going, oh, you fucking love Big Mo, fucking big laugh. And people could be turned away. I understand that. But, you know, there is sometimes where someone's opinion turns you away from a character. Like, as much as I love Dirty Dan, I just love shitting on him more. I know he's been dead for years, but it's what's funnier, going, oh, he was a great EastEnders character, going, he was a bit of a dick in real life, wasn't he? He was a bit of a shit bastard.
Yeah.
Because he is one of the regulars on this show. He gets mentioned sometimes, and whenever he's mentioned, he just slowly dig down and dig him up and then punch him and dig him back down.
There we are. I think that's our content. That's, you know, after we filled the quota. Let's see what people think, because if there's one place you can imagine that there'll be a lot of people who hate a lot of loved characters. You know, I'm a contrarian. I'll have that fully known. I fundamentally usually don't like to be on the side of what people view as the regular opinion. You know, I find differences. Fuck you. I don't want to be involved in your fucking wanky party. Let me be a contrarian. But if there's one fucking place that likes to be a contrarian, a little bit more than me, and it's a thing, you know, you hate fucking, you don't like people who are quite a lot like you, because ultimately they have some of the same annoying traits that you do. And just like I hate being a contrarian, the EastEnders subreddit are full of them. So let's see these fucking opinions. And you are allowed opinions. Opinions are fine. I have shit opinions. Piggy has shit opinions. It's all allowed. But we're making content, so what do you want? All right, it's your 20-minute fill for the day. Okay, fucking all right. For me, and this is the comment, it has to be Dot. She had her moments. Did have good banter with some characters. Fat Boy, for example. But she was just an asshole, in my opinion. Was incredibly judgmental. Acted oblivious to Nick nearly most of the time. Oblivious to Jim's past like he was some saint. Generally just a poor judge of character. Dotty, a child, but still. Yeah, because obviously that child's a fucking demon. You're not going to say that, are you? And Derek. If the people she lived with upset her, she would just fly off the handle in her own fashion and just always seem like a dickhead to me. I do love the English vocabulary. Like, it's such a shame that we don't say the C word on this channel, 'cause it's so good. It's such a good fucking word. Like, we probably could, honestly. But, you know, we are still catering to an EastEnders audience. Maybe they're not fucking swearing left and right like we are. But man alive, the word dickhead is fantastic.
I just want to chime in on this one and go, do you not have a granny? Because if you have a granny, like if you have a younger granny, the chances are slimmer. But if you have an older granny who's like lived through was born during World War II and has lived through all the hard times, of course they're going to be judgmental. My granny kept thinking I was a woman when she had dementia. She kept going, "Oh, insert Piggy's dad. Oh, is that your girlfriend? That's a lovely woman there. Nice pair of boobs you have on you." You know, and I'd be there going, "Cheers, Gran. Cheers, Gran." Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, man. Oh, fuck.
Like, have you never had an older granny, lads?
Oh, mate, honestly. Yeah, but that's the best. That's the best part. They don't fucking sugarcoat it. They don't give a fuck. They've seen worse shit than you right now, and they will fucking let you hear it. Like, you know, my nan was an absolute fucking wholesome. But if she saw something she didn't like, she's fucking going for it. You know, she's not holding back. You know, so we'd ask her some questions if she just didn't want to talk about it. She'd just fucking blank us. No, what the fuck am I talking about? You know, anytime it's like, "Oh, you've had a haircut." Yeah, it's nice. It's like, "Oh, cheers, man." Fucking. but yeah, no, that is true. Dot. I'd say if there's any time to dislike Dot, it's 85 Dot, because 85 Dot's a fucking nuisance. She's a hypochondriac, for fuck's sake. But, nah, I could never hate Dot. I don't think... She's not a dickhead. but no one talks to Granny like that.
Do you know who wrote that comment? The EastEnders writer who fucking hated Dot. Just... "Oh, I can stay on the show." "Ah, you fucking old bitch." "Ah, fuck off." Fuck off. No one cares about you, blind.
Maybe because some parts of her remind me of my own nan. There we are. That's the fucking reason. You got nanny issues. It's fine. Some of us do. I just struggled to warm to her for the most part, and rewatching currently has reaffirmed my beliefs. Honourable mention would have been Whitney. People are starting to see with this current storyline the kind of character she's been for almost a decade now. Come on, Whitney's not beloved. Whitney's never been beloved. This is why she's leaving. Because if she keeps staying, she's going to just get fucking despised.
If Whitney's beloved, then
if Whitney's beloved, then Piggy's beloved on the channel. You know, if we get a hate comment, we know who's getting the hate comment, and it's not fucking me, somehow.
It's all Scott's Burnham's account. It's fine. It's just like we comment underneath. "Scott, we know it's you. You have your address."
Yeah. Alright, let's see what other people say. Peggy, right old bossy boots, Team Pat. I can understand why people would get upset with Peggy, because Peggy was a bit of a fucking bitch. Peggy would constantly choose the family name rather than the family. Like, you know, take Phil struggling, take Sharon Gate. When fucking Phil when his affair with Sharon got outed, she didn't get upset that, you know, he was cheating with his brother's fiance. She got upset because she's made the Mitchells look weak. Like, you know, there's a lot to dislike about Peggy, how she acted during the HIV storyline. She definitely had her flaws. I will say she's kind of ascended to that figure since the unfortunate passing of Barbara Windsor. I feel like the character's kind of been entered into the untouchable territory for a lot of people. And that's why I think people are starting to lash out against the Peggy Mitchell character. I personally enjoy her.
It's just you don't want to throw stones at them when they're alive or when they're dead. Just throw stones at them. It's like how we do with Dan, of course. How, you know, everyone says he's great and then we just come along and go, fingering them out.
I mean, even if he was alive, I'd still be giving him abuse. Like, let's be real.
Oh, hold on, let me do my best Dan impression. There we go. From when he was before he was dying, just... There you go, lads.
That's just how you sit normally.
Me and Ted have a lot in common. We stick our fingers in our mouths.
Fucking hope not.
You fucking guys.
Peggy has been nothing but a bitter old woman. She mocked Mark's HIV diagnosis, for God's sake. That's obviously Pauline right there. No, fair enough. I do like it sometimes, though, because it feels like, I don't know if it's just how people react, but sometimes it feels like the Reddit feels like they're in the show. So their additions are like small talk, or like small talk you'd hear. Like, oh, I can't believe Peggy said that. It's great. Someone says, I love Dot. Her catchphrases crack me up whenever I hear them. You know me, I ain't one to gossip, but insert gossip here, and only having a drop of alcohol for medicinal purposes. She had her faults and many mistakes, but ultimately she was lovely to the majority of the square, and I think her making all the mistakes she did was the writers trying to show she was only human and fucked up like the rest of us, despite being a beloved character. I really don't like Peggy, though. Found her jarring. Justice for Pat should never have been killed off before Peggy. Love Babs, though. Rip our Queen XX. I love when people say "rip" to a fucking. Oh, you're just making it funny, aren't you? Like fucking. You're trying to be serious. Don't say "rip." Oh. I don't know if Ben Mitchell counts as beloved on Reddit, but he certainly is on Twitter. Lol, and I bloody hate him. His rape story and bulimia touched my soul as I personal experience with those two things. But other than that, any time he was on the screen, I felt like switching the telly off. I'm not gonna do the Ben Mitchell yelling about Ben Mitchell. We've done it so much on the channel. We don't need to go there again. Ben Mitchell is a controversial character, and understandably so. He took the centre stage in the show during a not-so-great time with the writing and the direction, and was ultimately milked as dry as humanly possible. I'm not surprised when people look and it's like, oh, bloody Max Bowden seemed like he was happy to be done. And it's like, look, first and foremost, apparently the actor had some fucking rough times. He had some, like, friends die or something, not to talk out of school, but, you know, he had a pretty rough time. And second, if I was an actor acting the direction of Ben Mitchell, I'd be a bit fucking miserable too. It's like, alright, am I going to be happy? No, your wedding was in 2022. Shut the fuck up. I was like, oh, I don't remember when the wedding was.
It's like I think how Ben Affleck, I believe, when he played Batman, he just got depressed. Because they had to give Batman such a depressing role, because, you know, that's the new edge for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like people, and I will say people do bring up a lot of it, but yeah, they wanted to make him such a polarizing character, but ultimately they never, like, first and foremost, they never gave him relief. They never allowed him a bit of happiness to kind of balance out the trauma, because it's what happens to all these characters. It's what happened to Ronnie. It's why Ronnie was fucking axed, because they went, oh, Ronnie, you're happy now. Storylines. All right, Ronnie, you're doing just fine. Your baby's dead. It's like, fucking hell. Like, it's why Whitney's so, like, loathed at this point, because it's like, oh, Whitney, you're gonna get married. He's gay. It's, great, so I'm not gonna be happy then. You're gonna have a baby. The baby's dead. Fucking hell. Like, it's understandable that you became such a polarizing character, because you, at that point, you either love him or hate him. And, you know, with so much being said and so much being done, it just got infinitely harder and harder to actually enjoy the character. Let's just skip the Ben. Pauline, can't stand her. Yeah, I'm Pauline's a bit of a fucking... Pauline, in the end, was Lou Beale times by 5. And, look, I love Lou Beale. It's probably a good thing that she was only there for, like, 2 years. Or whatever. Like, if she was there for 20 years, it's like, oh, fucking hell, can you just fuck off? Like, but there's small time. Pauline was there from 85 to like 2005 or 2006, so yeah. Yeah. Someone says it's Lauren 2024. I don't think there's much to hate about Lauren currently. I mean, I still say that Abby should have been here instead of Lauren, which sounds really fucked up, but it is a show. I'm allowed to have that opinion. Or both of them, alternatively. They didn't have to die.
You could have just put one of them in a wheelchair. Like, I understand Penny's in a wheelchair, but you could have just put one of them in a wheelchair.
You didn't need to kill off any of them.
Like, you could have had this scare where you think she's going to die, Abby's going to die, but she survives. But she's in, like, a coma for a few years, so the actress doesn't have to come back. And then eventually you can do the story like, oh, she's walking up.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. But fucking... Someone says, Peggy, she was horrible and vicious most of the time. She had the odd moment of being kind and almost human, but for the most part I remember being judgy, hot-tempered, shouty and unpleasant. Love Babs, though. Like... it's just funny. I will say the parallels between Elaine and Peggy are quite there. Obviously, Peggy seemed to give more of a shit about her family, where it's not really so much of a thing with Elaine's character. But I think you'll see a lot of similarities between the two. It's just that Elaine's a bit less confrontational.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says it's always going to be Stacey. Stacey, I don't see why people like her so much. Stacey, Suki, Sharon. Why is no one saying Sonia?
Why? What did Sonia do?
She's getting on my nerves so much recently. Someone says, does she even have a personality to love or hate her? Recently, yes, she's been getting involved in everybody's business. She's fucking not, though. It's fucking just Mitchell sisters, Ronnie, Heather. Wow. Someone says, fucking... well, I'd say Heather. Seriously, I never got why she was beloved. Despite she groomed a young guy into being a father, spelt farter, which is always funny. Just classic farter. And honestly, some people who constantly mentions her when Ben gets locked up for any other crime makes it feel like justice for her, despite the karma he got for it at the time, makes me hate her more. This will lead me to get... Oh, stop getting in your feelings, motherfucker. Grow up. Grow up. I bet this'll get me some bad attention. Fuck off. This'll piss a few people off. Grow up. No one cares about your shit opinion. No one cares about our opinion. That's why people just comment their opinion initially and then stop watching the video. We know how the game works. It's an attention economy.
Shut up, dude. Harry Hill wrote that comment, or Ben Hickelstan wrote that comment.
They did. They did.
But I can understand the hate for Heather. She was a...
But nobody hates Heather, though.
She was Dumbo, but like... You know, so what? She was like Dumbo the elephant. And she's nice.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody really hates Heather. There's just one person. This is just a Ben Mitchell stan getting in their feelings because Ben killed her. What do you mean he got the abuse that he deserved for killing someone? I don't fucking know, mate.
It's just like I can't get comment on
what am I supposed to do? Slap him on the arse and say, well, better luck next time. Like, fucking he killed someone. Someone says, another character, if she's even beloved, she's not, is Aunt Babe. Who cares about Aunt Babe? I love her. No one cares about Aunt Babe. Except for Aunt Babe's fan account on Twitter. That's the only one. That's the only reason Aunt Babe is relevant in fucking 2024. It's because that stan account fucking absolutely posts some bangers. But that's it.
Or fucking Abdul in the comments. I think Aunt Babe will come back with Nick Carter.
It continues. Since people love to harp on Ben for the human trafficking, what about baby trafficking? That's either just as worse or worse than the human trafficking. I'll let you all be the judge of that. when you're not in an audience, this isn't some detective plot. Plus, I genuinely wish someone killed her off, at least had an accident resulting in her demise. What's fucking wrong with her? And there's Martin. I don't like her one bit. What even bothered me is how he never got any karma for trying to kill Ben as a child. I'd hate to be any child that pisses him off if he tries to dangle another child off a bridge. And finally, Ian Beale. I absolutely hate how much a weasel he is. Just pisses me off wishing he'd stayed for good.
Alright, Ben Mitchell stands. Put on the woodwork, don't you? You fucking losers. I'm not invited to lose your life. You have 3 crumbs all over yourself, covered in cum. Looking at the last few pictures that's been posted on Twitter. Oh, he's coming back soon. Oh, there's 3 crumbs and cum in my hand. Oh, grow up, get a life,
like,
actually do something.
I just, at least they're open. At least they're like, you know what? I am a Ben simp. Obviously, they wouldn't have to say. It's that fucking stupid joke where you say, "How would you find out someone's a vegan?" And then the joke is they'll tell you about it. That's just how this fucking... Even if they didn't have Ben simp, you could tell within the first 2 lines. Well, I just don't like how Ben was persecuted for murdering someone. It's like, fucking... sorry. He murdered someone who didn't deserve to die. It wasn't like Heather was doing some baby trafficking. Heather was existing. It was Ian that fucking dobbed him into the police. and that babe's worse than Ben. She was trafficking babies. Like fucking.
It's
Martin, he tried to kill Ben. He hung him off a bridge. It's like, yeah, that was one time. You want to know what Ben also did? He fucking hung Martin off a bridge when he was an adult, and fucking Ben would have killed him. If he had the choice. Fucking hell, man.
You know what's funny? I feel like I'm listening to like 2 people talking about their favourite serial killers for some reason. Yeah, all he did was murder a child. Yeah, and all he did was murder half a family. You know, you can't really compare the 2. It's like comparing LeBron James to Kobe Bryant. You know, you just can't compare the 2. You know, one's baby trafficking, the other one's human trafficking. You know what's much worse than human trafficking? Baby trafficking. I know what baby trafficking is much worse because they're little babies. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't care. Human trafficking is bad, no matter if you're a baby, a trans, a gay, a fucking queer. It doesn't matter. It's all bad. It doesn't matter which fucking who you human traffic. Unless it's a plushie. No one cares if you human traffic a plushie. Guess what? Do you know why no one cares about that? It's because it's a fucking plushie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from it. Also, I will say, I think that the r/EastEnders Reddit has like a... do you know what the phrase is when it's supposed to be like something like... You know, is it like Aurora Borealis where it like fucking... You know, it's a thing where like a fucking snake will like eat itself.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the cycle or whatever the fuck. I feel like that's kind of how the EastEnders subreddit acts, because every 5 hours there's a thread like, I fucking love this character, the best character. I hate this character. This character's shit. I fucking hate this character. Like, you're building the fucking bridge to... You're building the fucking stair to fall off of and break your own back. Because so many people go, wow, I can't believe this character's so fucking overrated. I fucking hate this character. And it's like, just stop fucking saying you hate him then. Just fucking stop commenting on all these constantly samey threads. Doesn't have to all be bad shit. It doesn't have to all be bad shit. You can enjoy some things. So stop fucking spending every waking moment telling everybody how you despise the show that you're still fucking watching.
And like, the people can complain to us, but me and Ash have obviously seen this pretty much in like wrestling. Like, we've pretty much seen this.
I will say, we've been covering Reddit threads since fucking August last year. There's nobody who knows these fucking threads more than us. We've seen everything, pretty much. We've seen everything for the last fucking what, like 9 months? 8 months, like fucking. You can post positive stuff, please. Oh,
I do wonder, like, if Max Bowden does get a job at like ITV, I wonder what people just Ben, you betrayed us. You betrayed us, Ben. You betrayed us, Max. How could you? But I'm tired. I don't mind. I gladly listen to Ash talk about these threads. I just show up and give my opinion, and then I say some controversial shit on a podcast, and people tune in. They tune in, and then we get one guy going, "You guys are fucking shit." Well, not you, Ash. Actually, Ash, Piggy's not hated by everyone. She's hated by most. And it's like, okay, thanks. I don't mind. Keep posting your toxic threads. We'll react to them, as we usually do. That's all I can really say. But like, I just can't stand stands. Because I literally do just imagine them doing the fucking stand in the music video, just right in there, like, "Dear Max Bowden, please acknowledge me."
But you still ain't calling. Fucking,
Yeah.
your
Dear
biggest
Max.
fan. This is Ben Mitchell, Stan 304.
My cheese gone cold. Oh, hold on. I need to do like Elton John. My ring gone cold. I'm on my morning rain out my window. I can't breathe on.
Yep, there we are. Which beloved characters can you not stand? Tell us in the comment section down below. You know the drill. And as always, this was a slightly longer one, but I think that was a decent bunch of fun stuff in this one. Like my little fat boy rant, which was hammed up, of course. Who the fuck cares? There's no dressing it up. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. You want to join the Discord to talk with us about the stuff, and if not, we have a clips channel where we're going to be posting highlights from some of these videos, and a TikTok which Piggy is doing. So go ahead over there. But all in all, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to join us on the next one. See you then. Bye bye.